for many years, we did our own trainings completely in-house. And as great as we were doing as a agency developing our own training protocol, we're not a professional training company. So we decided to partner actually initially with a different third-party professional training company. We didn't have a bad experience. I mean, truly, we thought that they did a really good job as well. Our caregivers and clients, our caregivers liked it. Our clients said that the training was good, but we were at that point, relying on Home Care Pulse for our satisfaction surveys, for the benchmarking. And we really just, knew that although what we were doing was really good, if your training was as good as everything else that you do, we knew that it would really bump it up a notch. So we made the jump to Home Care Pulse training, and our training has actually really been, I don't want to say tenfold, but it's increased markedly since we made the decision to join you guys for the training. The feedback that we're getting from our caregivers has been overwhelmingly positive, and it's really nice to see, because whether it's somebody who's been working with us for over 10 years or a brand new caregiver, whether it's somebody who has 20 or 30 years experience as a professional caregiver or somebody who's newer to home care, there are different there's different courses for them. There's different protocols that we could put together, different courses that it makes it very applicable to that person's skill set and their experiences. So we've been getting overwhelmingly positive feedback since we made the change. And one thing that we like is that you're always adding new courses. There's always new features coming out. So it's only getting better. And our caregivers really love the HCP training. So it's impacted our clients, we think, very positively. If we had a caregiver who has never worked with somebody, let's say who needed ostomy care before, we would have a registered nurse who works on our wellness team go out, meet that caregiver in person, train them about how to properly care for somebody who needs help with a colostomy bag. Now what we could do is there's a training on ostomy care through HCP training. We'll send that to the caregiver. They'll be able to watch that on their smartphone or laptop. We'll still have a registered nurse go out on the first time, but they already have that background, that foundation, and they feel more confident. It was very intimidating if somebody is working with somebody who who was on a special diet or transferring, and they didn't have that hands-on experience. To be able to watch a video, for it to not only be a video, but to be interactive, where they have to make decisions throughout, take a quiz at the end, they get feedback based on their answers, and then meet one of our nurses in the field with their client. It's just, you're reinforcing it on a much deeper level. The Alzheimer and dementia curriculum that HCP offers, I think, and we've talked to so many different training platforms. We think that you offer the best content there, and there's even courses that are certified by the Alzheimer's Association, which our clients love, our families love, our referral sources. They're confident in referring us because they know that our caregivers are trained, and it's not only an in-house system or it's any third-party system. This has been approved by the Alzheimer's Association, so they know that it's the top-tier training. So I really do think that our client experience has improved because of the training for our caregivers. And it's really neat because we do offer, we require all of our new caregivers to take a certain amount of training. We require all of our caregivers to take training on an annual basis. But I think there's over 400 courses that right now are in the library. So very client specific, we'll see, okay, this is the client's primary diagnosis, comorbid diagnoses. These are what they need help with. And if the caregiver either needs a refresher or it's something that might be new to them, they're not walking in without that first experience, that introduction. The fact that a training platform like HCP is mobile and the caregivers are able to do it from wherever they are is really wonderful. And that's time and time again feedback that we get from our caregivers. They love the mobile aspect, the start and stop. They get the certificates right there. They can see their progress. That's really probably our most loved feature, in addition to the content from our caregivers' perspective. And then from a training manager's perspective, the reporting features is excellent. I love that we could do custom reports say that we want the frequency to be sent to us every Tuesday or every second Friday or once a month, and it's sent to this person or this group of people. And we're always able to see the completion and see the progress. We could log in between. We don't have to wait till next Friday. I could log in right now and see where we are as a group. But the reporting's really nice because before partnering with Home Care Pulse for training, this was all done manually. And it's just another thing as an administrator that we no longer have to track, and it's done much better and efficiently doing professionally than us doing it in-house.